and for spending your time with me. I'm going to do this so my dongle follows me. Will you follow me? Yes, perfect. So my name is Priya Mohan, and I am the owner of Sorry Not Sorry here in Hamilton, Ontario, Canada, where we create fabulous clothing that is made out of pure upcycled silk, and we design it into contemporary clothing that it's just so versatile that you can wear it, out to walk the dog in the morning, and then out for lunch with your friends, and then dress it up evening, and then lounge in it at home because it's soft and silky and beautiful. And the other really nice thing about these fabrics is each piece is one of a kind. Because we use vintage pure silk saris, when we source a sari, we can only source one of each fabric. So for example, this fabulous piece that I'm wearing.
What's the code, Priya?
That's a great question, Shafali. So for those of you who are new to what's going on, let me tell you why today is special. Okay, today it's PRG 6,000.
6,000.
6,000.
Good thing that's not the price.
Yes, that is not the price, friends. So the reason that today is a very exciting day is because every month we launch something called a sneak peek. And basically what that means is we get a collection of silks in from India and we get them ready to sell, and we try to release them all on one day. Not to create chaos. Our goal is to have a fair playing field for everyone. And so what I'm showing you today is part of us creating that as level a playing field as possible. So we're not a mass produced company. We don't buy in bulk. Every single sari is hand chosen by me. You can watch the Picking Saris videos. And lately our guests, our customers, you guys have been helping me, which has been amazing. And then we only get, let's say, 40 of a style in at a time. And because of that, like, let's say you were in love with this piece, you may not get it because it's one of a kind. So what we try to do is show you as many pieces as we can before the release, with the idea that, let's say this one is your absolute favorite. You would know the code and you could put it into the search bar when the release happens, which in this case is Sunday, March 23rd at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So not this Sunday, next. So you can put it in and you can purchase it. And because everybody can kind of only choose one first pick, it means that all the beautiful pieces get spread out around lots of people. And it's not one person who has the fastest computer who can grab everything. So I hope that that's fair. Another thing Shafali and I were talking about today is we don't intentionally try to create scarcity. We know that it's frustrating when you don't get the piece that you want. Please understand it's not us trying to manipulate your emotions or, to create this, I must kind of get this feeling. We are not trying to create stress. Unfortunately, because we are working with vintage fabrics, we can only make so many of each piece. It's like we don't do it by choice. I think, if there are some fabrics, if I could get 100 of that sari, I would, because it's so beautiful. I just can't because they're old fabrics.
But we can get 6 of a soccer sari.
We
so
can
that
get
will be
6
there.
of a soccer sari, so that will be happening. But for the most part, we can get 2 to 3 pieces out of every sari. And that's why I really like these sneak peek preview days, because we all get to enjoy the fabric. And that's a lot of what this is about. The world is a pretty crazy place. And sometimes to just sit back with a cup of coffee or a cup of tea or a glass of wine or a martini, and just look at pretty things without any pressure. I hope that that's what tonight is for you. We're going to be doing a sneak peek preview again on Tuesday at 8 p.m. Then again next Friday. So there'll be 3 previews before the sale goes live. And when it goes live on the Sunday, Shafali and I will set up a camera and we'll show you pieces that we have in store. By then, some of them will have sold. Some of them may still be available, but the goal really is to give us all an opportunity to enjoy the fabrics. And if you don't get your first pick, don't worry about it. There will be another shipment. And you don't know, just as much as you might think that this was the piece of your dreams, maybe the piece of your dreams is actually coming in the next shipment. Just believe that. Manifest it. And don't worry about it. Enjoy the good times. Enjoy the fabrics. Enjoy the community. We have the best community ever. So let me tell you about this piece. Is there anything I forgot to share though,
No, everything you said is great. The ladies are saying hello.
So good to
Happy
see you all. Happy
Friday.
Friday.
Jessica says, "What a beautiful baby doll."
Yes.
And we got a message from Judy as well as
sure.
Jessica saying they really love having a sneak peek. It's helpful to have the new sneak peek format, says Jessica. It's helpful to zero in on the pieces that I want.
Yes.
And Margaret says hello. And Jessica's wondering,
Jessica,
is that baby doll shorter than the usual cut?
so that's a really great question. When I take it off, we're going to hold it up to another bunch of baby dolls on the hangers and see if they are the same length. But I can understand why you would ask that, because I also, when I was going through this rack behind me, held 3 baby dolls together because I thought for sure one of them was shorter, and it wasn't. So let's just see. I think this just looks shorter because it's got this border at the bottom. Speaking of which, what you might want to know is this fabulous border here is actually made out of satin. It is unbelievably soft.
It's so soft.
It's
guys.
so soft. And then I don't know if you guys can see. I know I checked this one on our website. This just looks matte. But when you see this in person, this is unbelievably sparkly. And then this fabric here is a very soft georgette, so it is sheer. So we have satin, sequins, sheer.
And birds.
And birds, right? For all of our bird lovers, there's beautiful birds in this one. And this is not a digital print, it's just very traditional print.
Yes.
But it does have birds. So many birds. Can they see them?
Yes, they can.
Okay.
What kind of color is it, by the way?
So that's a really great question as well. Sorry, I have to do a spin because with the weight of this border, this one just drapes unbelievably beautifully. Colors. This is a burnt orange with a slightly warmer coral. This is different shades of gray, different shades of coral, different shades of rust. And then this color in here is actually a very light peach. So you can see all the colors, right?
Yeah.
And then this is a shiny gold, a shiny bright.
And it worked really well with the Zaffarano pants, didn't it?
Yeah, yes, that's right. I was holding them up, and this is kind of interesting because these are the Zaffarino, right? Zaffarano pants by Bryn Walker, which we are carrying in store. And it's not the exact same color because this is like a navel orange, like I'm about to eat an orange. And this is definitely persimmon and shades of persimmon. But for some reason, it works. Because look, when I hold these up close together, you'll see that these are not actually the same color. Can they see it?
Yes.
Okay. But when I stand far away, it kind of works. It doesn't not work.
It's the trick of the eye for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, the eye makes you think that these are the same when they're really not. It must be the shine too.
That's
what
also
it is.
true.
Because there's a shine, your eye thinks, oh, I can see that it's multicolored. It must be the same orange.
Yeah.
And it's not, guys.
It reflects the color it's by, right?
Yeah. But yeah, so this piece, once I saw it online, and saw how dull it looked online, I thought, okay, I need to show you guys this one first. She is beautiful. But now I'm going to show you something else. Many of you will have already noticed that we put all of our Susie Blue jewelry on half price, which means like the earrings are steel. They're what, like $8, $9 Canadian? I don't even know. Not much. So this one is $15 Canadian. This necklace. I think most of the fancy necklaces are 15, right? That's next to nothing. So if you wanted to throw a couple of those into your wish list, then, or even into your cart at this point, and then if it's still there when you check out after the sneak peek, you can grab it, just get it shipped at the same time. But definitely have a look at it. There's some really great pieces. We've got some Bryn Walker that we put down at 50% off, I think. We've got some pieces that are 60% off. We just thought we would clear the racks, really. So that's what we did.
And Margaret just sent a message saying, I just received an order I placed, and I have to say how much I love the cotton wool skirts.
They're so
Cannot
sweet.
wait to wear them, and the vest that was also part of the order with the Bryn Walker pants. Ooh.
It's gonna be so pretty. So guys, this was the baby doll that Mira said I should buy. I did end up getting the vest, but I have to show you how beautiful this is. For my bird lovers, look at these birds, the peacocks down at the bottom. Can they see them?
Yes, but you should definitely come closer.
Yes, you guys need to see this. So the floor, I actually put this in one of those sneak peeks where I put them on Facebook as a story and on Instagram as a story, so that you could see this pattern up close. But it is divine. You could wear it with blue, you can wear it with red, orange, yellow, green, chartreuse, purples, pinks. It just has everything in it. It's very, very soft. It's a Georgette silk, so it's see-through. It means that people can tell that you've got a skinny, skinny little body under there, or they'll imagine that it's skinny. And yeah, it's got those fabulous birds on the bottom. It's a very, very pretty piece. And the code on this guy is PRG6001.
6001. Maybe show it with some other colors as well.
Yeah.
And Corey's wondering if we will continue to carry Susie Blue jewelry.
We will. We just need her to restock. I feel like we've had these pieces for quite some time. And I've been checking out what Susie Blue has to offer. They've got some really cute beaded pieces. So we just thought now was probably a good time to clear things out, because if you have to pay for shipping to ship one necklace, it's a lot. But if you're buying stuff anyways, like for the sneak peek, it's nothing. So yeah, that's why we're doing it. We're at Orange Village. I don't know that we will carry again. What else did we put on sale?
The cotton.
Oh, which ones?
The corduroy?
The corduroy is just end of season, so we're getting rid of that. We do have some fabulous long sleeve tops, the Jackie top and the Jazz top and the Tanya top, the one with the little turtleneck. Adorable soft tops by Blue Sky are 25% off. And then the Georgia top also on sale, just again, because we're at the end of season. And then if whatever we have left over, we'll just sell next fall. But I thought, why not clear some space? And what else do we have? Oh, the Alive Intention bracelets. If you're looking for a gift for someone, we've put those at 50% off. So they're like $11 Canadian, 11 and 12.50, I think. And they come with a little piece of paper that tells you what the stones are and why they were chosen. So whatever you read online, the description, that information is on a little card that comes with it. So it makes a really good gift.
Yeah.
Okay, this is pink. Don't think I love it with pink. This is orange. I love it with orange.
Close up, close up, close up. And Corey says, it reminds me of the opening of White Lotus. Oh yeah, and she brought out the green, guys, so I have to share.
There's the green. There's the orange. Orange is my favorite. And then what else do we have? I think it'll go really well with this Tasha too, actually. It definitely brings out the brighter colors when you wear Tasha.
It acts as a base, right?
Yeah.
Ooh, pretty fun.
Yeah, I like it with
showcases,
Tasha,
like it highlights the border really well.
It really highlights the border, and it highlights the dress. Your eye definitely goes to the dress when you wear it with this Tasha.
And Jane's wondering if it matches with the Amphius.
That is a great question. I'm going to say the answer is probably yes, because it has so many colors in it. And I did put the card here.
And Mrs. Ears says, I am so in love with this piece. Amy says, are there any chiffon baby dolls?
That's a really great question. I know that there are 8 chiffon pieces in total. I just don't know
what they are.
And honestly, I can't even go down there and touch the racks, or Alex will kill me, and rightly so. So I would just keep going back to the collection. We are hoping to have every single thing uploaded by next Friday. So Saturday, we're going to send out an email reminding you guys about the sale. And when you click in, everything will be there. And for chiffon, you can sort by silk type and see the chiffon. Mm-hmm. So I would say yes to the Lysianthus question.
Yes.
Yes.
And Amy says it almost needs the bright pants, I think.
Oh, did she like it with the bright pants?
Yeah.
Well, you know what? It is quite muted.
So I showed them, I posted the picture. I shared the picture when you showed the green of you wearing it in the green, like with the green as well in the photo.
Oh, that's right. We did do the photos. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I think it would look gorgeous with blue. Any of these blues. Like, if you have Isola from a couple of years ago, this would be fabulous with Isola.
And Jackie's suggesting maybe purple.
I thought maybe the purple, because it does have those colors. But I think actually what's made look better is the torta. So here's the purple. So this is allium. I'm gonna say I don't love it.
I think it's too light.
It's too light.
If it was
Yeah.
the dark purple, or if you have more Vedra, that would look stunning. with this
Yeah,
piece.
Mourvedra is the one that got away. So dark purple, cute. Definitely cute. Mourvedra would be perfect.
Yeah.
I also think torta is going to be a no-brainer on this one. Do we like it with torta?
I like it with torta because it shows the dark pieces, but I think it doesn't show how special the fabric is.
No.
I feel like the brighter colors, I probably agree with Amy on this one, that the brighter colors do make the piece more special. That's pretty nice.
Honestly, I think with the right necklace, you could wear this piece with any color.
Yeah.
That's why it almost went home with me, and that's why the vest is coming home with me. And Shefali, do you want to tell them about how noble I tried to be today?
Oh, she was trying to be so noble for you guys. We went downstairs to grab some more stuff because we're now doing some of the lives upstairs, and she said, Shefali, I don't know. I think she just grabbed it and she's like, she started checking it and she was like, I'm gonna put it away. I think, I'll find other pieces like this. And I literally said to her, I do not think that's true. You don't understand, like this piece is made for you, Priya.
And I've never seen a sari like that. Have you ever seen a sari like that?
That's what I was saying.
I know. Okay, so guys, this one. I cannot even begin to tell you how special this piece is.
What's the code?
Oh yeah, great question. Great question. Still a great question. Hold on. PRC6. I think it's 6822. I don't even think you'd be able to read it. Could be 6022. Do you want to check? Only because it's in the 60s. Bet you it's 6022. Okay, guys, let me tell you why I am obsessed with this piece. So the colors are cobalt blue and a dark sky blue, almost like a peacock blue, actually. And then in here, we get a little bit more into the teal. This is black with the cobalt blue. I will come up close and show you in a minute. Then there's a border with multicolors. And then, okay, now I have to come up and show you. This is so exciting. This here is called Zardozi work. It is extraordinarily heavy. It's what you find on like wedding saris because it's so expensive and so luxurious. So it has Zardozi and then it also has embroidery within the Zardozi. It's crazy. And it is not at all itchy, as you can see. There is just stitching on this side. There's nothing scratchy. And then this is called zari work, which means it's gold thread, not real gold, but metallic thread that's woven through the silk. There's some more Zardozi work. And then this part is just a straight crepe silk with streaks of blue in it. I cannot tell you how fun this is to wear. So here you can see the different shades of blue, the cobalt and the peacock blue. And then what else do you need to see here? I think that's, oh, right, the border. So, and then the border on the bottom has all of these colors in it. It's exquisite. So I don't know who's going to get this piece, but she is fabulous. I love this too. Doesn't this look really artsy?
I like the way Anshul and her team cut it because I think it provides a really cool, like, it's not like a very overt asymmetry, but
yeah, it's not, and I like how it kind of breaks up the piece.
Yeah.
With the right necklace, like just a pendant of, you know what, the Together We Can necklace. Just one small gold circle right here. This one does feel a little longer. So yeah, let's go back to that question. And here goes. So part of the reason this one might feel longer is because it's heavier.
Yeah.
And it's pulling the fabric down. Right?
Perfect.
Yeah. So simple, so elegant. Okay, let's look at the length. So you make sure they're both sitting on the hangers properly. Right across the shoulder seam. And for those of you who are wondering, I'm 5'5". I'm neither super tall nor super short. I'm just full on average. Okay, so that and that are the same length. Let's try a third one just to see. So the same length?
Yep.
Yeah. So it looks like it's shorter, but it's not. So
It really goes to show the illusion that fabric brings. Right?
yeah, well, even this, like the illusion created by this, and then that fabulous fabric on the side. Guys, this is one of those pieces where I like literally can't even. This one is Margot Cruise worthy.
Yeah. I agree.
Yeah, this is Dinner with the Captain.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, beautiful. Okay, let's see what else we have here. I'm going to start with baby dolls, guys, because I do love me a good baby doll. What's my next favorite? So I think this is absolutely stunning. I'm going to try it on. So the colors in here are red and teal and brown. And
oh, I love that one.
Yeah, I love it too. So the reason this one is going to look so nice on is because of these vertical lines. It's a sheer fabric. It is very soft. There's no stiffness at all. It's the fabric. You can tell by how it's moving. There we go. So again, very, very slimming through here because of the lines. And then down at the bottom, we have these beautiful roses. And then there's actually the background teal is multi-tonal. Can they see that?
It's gorgeous.
It's gorgeous. Also, is this a digital print? I don't think so. I think this is just a print.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. Digital prints like this is a digital print. For sure. Yeah, that's digital. This is not. But again, really, really sweet, great colors. It's not green, it's definitely teal. And I think I would pair this with red. Or red.
Torta for sure.
Torta for sure. And then
Kate.Tosh is asking, is there embroidery on the baby doll with the peacocks? I can't tell.
No, there is not. I think there's a gold line. I'm gonna just pull. I like it with red.
Yeah,
it's really nice. There is something there. I never said it's. Or maybe that was just on the. It had a bit of gold, but I think the gold was just on the other piece of the vest. No, there is no embroidery on this. The reason it looks like it has embroidery is because it's a digital print. Whenever the drawing or the artistry looks 3D, that's usually a digital print.
Yeah. You should try it with this kind of taupey wooden necklace with the circle, the oval one with the suede.
This
more
one?
left, more left.
Left is
oval, circle with hole.
Oh, left. Left is
right,
this way.
Right side, but more to the left of the right side.
Okay, I'm just gonna just do this until this one.
Yes.
Okay. So I think in the future, if you just say towards me.
Oh, I'm so sorry. It's like, you know what I'm talking about.
I know. I am still a person who needs to literally do this and go, which one is the right L before I can decide. So if I don't have two hands free, it's just not gonna work. Okay. Love that. I would put my glasses on there. That is reading glass. That's where you put them. That's beautiful. And again, sheer, elongating, drapey, feminine, but not over the top. It's really pretty. And this necklace is only $15 Canadian. It's called Gray Long Wooden Oval. Very descriptive.
Very to the point.
Yeah. I'm not going to waste words here. Gray, long,
wooden, oval.
Okay, let's try another one.
I call myself right leftist dyslexic, says Kate.
So, guys, I just posted this one. You guys will see it on Saturday. So, from far away, it just looks like lovely shades of blue. What you don't see until you get real close is that this is a forest. Can you see it?
Oh, yeah.
So there's trees, there's like a background of woods or sky, there's flowers on the ground. This is a digital print. So it would have to be. So the colors that you're looking at in this, it's teal and black and brown and purple. Let me show you the colors. So we have purple, cobalt, different shades of teal. Can they see it? And then we have some creams in here. Here, there's more cream. That's like a tapioca color. This upper part is kind of like a mix of olive, teal, and black. And you can see it's kind of ombre together. So I guess it would depend what you decide you want to pull out of it. You could definitely pull out the olive tones. You could pull out the teal tones. If you have Learbird, it would be amazing with Learbird. It'll be beautiful with a lot of the blues in your closet. And again, what I would do with this piece, because the top part is so plain, it would be really critical to put a fabulous necklace with it. Something that draws your eye down and creates that V.
That actually is a good choice.
Thank you. Because it brings up those lighter colors at the bottom, right? The code on this one is okay. So tiny. PRG5989. Yeah. Super sweet, right?
So sweet.
So sweet.
And actually, Jackie said it looks like a Monet.
It does look like one, like a darker Monet.
And also, Monet uses these kind of colors too, like that teal color.
I thought he used pinks and purples. Oh no, there's the water lilies. Water lilies is definitely
I
darker.
saw Monet in Montreal that was just teal.
Yeah, the way the way the patterns
are done also,
together.
And it's kind of small detail.
Yeah, it actually looks a little bit like pointillism too. Mm-hmm. If you get real close, you can see that it's just tiny dots of color. Can they see it?
Yeah, they can. It's beautiful. It's a stunning piece.
Just hurt. Okay, this one is a crepe silk. This one it's a party piece. Or you just be extra fabulous to wear it with a jean jacket. But let me tell you the code. PRC 5933. So what you can see here is that there is embroidery in purple and in gold, and then there's tiny little sequins. The silk is extraordinarily soft, and you cannot feel the thread on the back. So we've recently realized that some of our pieces you could feel the thread work. So we've just stopped buying those. Oh, this is beautiful. I just put this on, I suddenly feel like $1 million. Can they see the sparkle? Mm-hmm. That's crazy. I would probably just wear this like this with a Mina dress, right? And a pair of sandals.
Oh, totally. What kind of necklace would you put with it?
Something sparkly.
There's that black tassel one, which is a bit dainty. Or you could do silver
I was thinking something sparkly, but it's like gilding the lily. It's got so much going on. Anyway.
That's a fun choice.
Might be a bit much.
From a distance, I don't think so. It kind of elevates it for a more going out kind of look.
Yeah. Cute. Is my camera following me still?
No.
Still friends? Gonna follow me, hun? No, I'm over here now. Yeah, good. Good job. I feel like I'm talking to my dog. Oh boy. Voice that way. Boy. Guys, I have good news. This dog was going through a really, really tough time. So I met a customer at the store who she's a nutritionist and I guess a holistic nutritionist. And so she was saying that her animals, her pets, had also had some problems and that she switched them to raw food. And I've heard a lot of people tell me about switching to raw, but I really liked what she said, that when a dog is already having problems with their kidneys and their intestines and digestion and their liver, that having, in addition to all of like what's going on, maybe through medication or whatever, to have to deal with food that has chemicals in it or is chemically preserved adds just that little bit of extra stress on those organs. So we did end up switching Sully to a raw diet. This is freaking gorgeous. And he's thriving. Like, we were told a couple of months ago to say our goodbyes.
Crazy.
Yeah, and you've seen him, right?
He was, like, I will say, it is a big difference because he actually is, like, excited. He wants to play. He gets up and walks around. Like, every time I used to come over, Sully would be on the couch asleep.
Yeah, it was bad. He was taking so many painkillers and he's doing really well now. And the only difference is like natural supplements and raw kangaroo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Guys, let me tell you why I love this. So, a couple of days ago on our story, I shared something that Rachel had shared in our team group chat because she's the one who was checking this piece to make sure it was what it is, like an Avatar collection piece. And she said, I have to tell you, this piece is gorgeous. So, what you guys will probably remember seeing on the stories is that, which is done with all of these beautiful patchwork squares. But what I love about it is this paisley pattern that kind of goes here and then up through here. And it breaks this top part into two so that it's not just one big block. So this one, I don't know that you need to wear a necklace with it. The necklace would have added that extra line. It looks cute. So let me tell you about the colors. We are looking at, guys, it's oregano. So we are getting oregano pants in. I think it would be stunning with oregano. We've got some brownie kind of, this would actually be torta.
Yeah.
This is like a brown with taupey undertones, a little bit of green. Then we have that oregano green here. We have some, probably not nochi. What's the other one? Yearling.
Yearling.
I bet you for this would go with yearling too.
Oh, totally.
Yeah. And then there's just like paler mint greens in there. It's not, what else? There's some blue. Was that blue? Yeah, there's blue. Here, that's Lisianthus? Lisianthus? Sorry. No, it's a little too gray, right?
Actually, it's like a darker version of Evia, if you know what I mean. Like not as white, it's got more gray in it.
Yeah, like a slate blue.
Like a slate blue.
Yeah. Okay, let's hold this up with the yearling. See how she looks. And I already gave you the code, right?
Yes. Oh, well, I actually found the code, so
okay,
we're good. And Shoshana says, my cat eats mostly raw, and my cat is 17 years old. Raw is awesome for pets.
Yeah. So Hannah, my middle daughter, she has Tino. I love it with this, by the way. Even though the colors are different, because this you can see is more like goldy, and this is more of a rusty brown. But I think they're just so earth tony that it
does work. Yeah.
So Tino is having problems. He's got diabetes, and he's taking in. No, wait, no, he has thyroid problems. Ollie's the one with diabetes.
Of course.
Yeah. And now he's got some sort of problem. They have to take him in for an ultrasound. And I was telling Hannah, if he's got, because that's what they said, is he's got a stressed liver, stressed kidneys, and stressed like digestive tract. And I'm like, let's switch him to raw. But how can it hurt? At this point, he's not in his sunset years, but he's really close. So yeah, I think we might be doing that. I think it's a great idea. It seemed like kind of a fringe thing to do. But now I'm kind of wondering why I was so slow to jump on that. I think it's expensive.
It's expensive. I used to feed my cats also raw stuff, and like you just have to get in the habit of pre-preparing it.
Yeah, or buying it.
Yeah. And I do also find that even with cat food for younger cats, they do offer healthier wet food options, like stuff with actual real meat and seafood and veggies in it now. Like I basically feel like it looks like something I could have prepared myself if I went and found actual seafood like it.
Yeah.
So they have options like that now too, which is really nice.
Yeah. So I think, so I think there will be a story, but I'm pretty sure that Tino's going to be okay. I think this might match Lisianthus.
And Rebecca was saying Morel too for that green baby doll as well.
Oh yeah. Yeah, definitely. So I don't know, maybe. I don't know. It's like it would definitely have to be the skirt part that we look at. So if I took this,
it's
it's following me, not where I am. Got it. Okay.
All it said is it's not.
We're not exhausted. It's close.
It's close.
Okay. So back to where we were. This silk is unbelievably soft. I would say the arm feel is definitely, I got it. The arm feel is a 10. It's really buttery soft. Do you want to feel it, Shivali? You can even
already see how soft it is.
Yeah. It's so soft. Like there's nothing.
I didn't want to like it.
Yeah, it's really nice. So the colors we have here in the top, we have a very, very dark navy blue, almost black, with another shade of blue in it. And then here we have sky blue and a little bit of teal.
This is more true to color, friends.
Oh, is it showing up better now?
It was quite bright.
Okay, yeah, no, it's quite muted actually. There. So can you do it so it's more true to color again just for a second? Yeah. That's what it looks like, right? So it is an understated piece. It's not flashy. What's really cool is this purpley gray tone that's here in with the teal and the sky blue. And that's black for sure. But up here, like, is that black in there or is that a navy blue?
It's a navy.
Yeah.
It's a
It's
navy.
this darker spot is a navy,
Yeah.
right? But there is black at the bottom. Yeah, it's an interesting set of colors. I think you could wear it with black without a problem. Again, really soft, and it's a crepe silk, so you don't have to worry about it being see-through. So this would be a great travel piece if you're going to a very warm place. Oh, look at that. The lines are very slimming. It's got all those gorgeous colors at the bottom. And again, I feel like she just needs a necklace. Even this.
What if you did a contrasting kind of necklace? I'm trying to think which one. Yeah, you could try that one. That one's making a lot of appearances today.
It is. Well, it brightens it up, makes it look more like
Yeah.
a summer piece.
Or you could do something with yellow in it.
Pop a yellow.
You could do either the bright yellow, like the two oblongs,
Even though it has gray? Or this one?
or that also has gray. Maybe try the bird, the wooden bird.
Here?
Yes.
Yeah, I can't believe we're selling the bird necklaces half price as well. I'm kind of thinking I might need to get the teal and red bird one now.
Oh yeah.
I have loved that one since the day it first arrived. So this one's called Bird on Stick, right?
I think so. Yeah.
So the bird on the stick necklaces, guys, are freaking amazing. I don't think that they will last long once people realize that they're half price. There's one in red and teal. It's beautiful.
There are some amazing blues in this newest collection. Very yummy.
They are, yeah. And like, what time is it? Because I feel like I've barely started.
8:37.
Okay, doing okay. And you're gonna make sure my friend is following me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's the periwinkle, right?
Yeah.
So that's how we can tell if it's gonna match or not. It's not bad. It's in there. Okay, this one, guys, get ready to have your mind blow. This one is also a crepe silk. So if you're on vacation, you don't have to worry about wearing anything under it. This to me has a very Monet feel to it. The colors are blue, very, very pale olive green, or kind of more brown chartreuse, purples, grays, light blue, dark blue, teal. Did I miss any colors? Look at these here, these flowers. Let me try it on. And the back is just plain, literally just plain, with the border at the bottom. This one is stunning. The code on this one is PRC 6015. And you can hear that one too.
Mm-hmm.
So beautiful. Definitely, I feel like it needs a necklace.
Yeah. Good choice.
Maybe that's not blends in too much.
It's a nice choice because it blends in, because I don't know if you'd want something that contrasts too much from this kind of necklace, I'll be honest. That goes with your outfit.
Yeah, that brings it all together.
Yeah.
I think this works.
I think it works, but I'll be honest.
It gives you the focal point, and
Yeah.
the flowers are reminiscent of the flowers in the piece.
Yeah. But I do think it's, for a piece this beautiful, I wouldn't go this boxy with the necklace or big with the necklace. I would do the smaller black stranded ones, like
This
with
one?
the tassel. Yeah. You get a bit of sparkle, but it doesn't actually take away from the dress, because the dress is so stunning.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Something
good choice.
I've done something here, guys. We're gonna say it was intentional.
I like it.
Yeah. Don't know what I did. Probably can't replicate it. See what I did?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I just twisted it before I put it on.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I did. This one's beautiful too. Such pretty greennesses. I don't know that we're going to get through this wrap. We've only got through 10. I will not try them all on. Okay, this one here, unbelievably soft. The colors are, what was that purple that we got? Digitalis? This is Digitalis in it, guys. Digitalis and Lysianthus are the colors in here. The background is teal. Can they see it clearly? And this one is also crepe silk, also very, very soft. And this one is PRC 6024. Is my friend following me still? I'm sure. You know what I say? Thank you to AI. Do you do that when you use ChatGPT and it gets something right? I'm like, thank you.
You say thank you?
I do. I say thank you.
Nice.
I do. I say thank you. I give it words of appreciation. Like, good job. Well done. And I'm not even doing it sarcastically.
Aww.
I know.
That's
I
nice.
even want the computer to feel good.
Yeah.
Everything just feel good. Okay. Madly in love with this. Love the polka dots.
I love the pattern.
Love the water kind of washed out. Like it almost looks like a watercolor or tie-dye. Sorry, tie-dye. But it's not a tie-dye. It's phenomenal. Okay, very soft crepe silk. This one is PRC 6008. And I also like how it cuts down the middle where you have one fabric on this side and then all these fabrics on that side.
What's the code for this one?
PRC 6008.
That is exactly the one that Jane was wondering if you could try.
Oh, there you go. Jane, you picked a winner.
And she was wondering if it matches the Lysianthus.
Okay, well, we know that this is pretty much Lysianthus, right? It's not exact, but it's really close. So would this match Lysianthus? I wouldn't say it doesn't look good, but I wouldn't call it a match. I feel like the colors in here, there aren't enough purpley shades in here. And the Lysianthus is a purpley kind of blue. Like a periwinkle. This one's really nice. I love trying on baby doll dresses. They're just so easy and so comfortable. Okay, here's another one. Another extraordinarily soft one. This one actually feels like a satin, even though it's not. It's crepe silk. And the colors we have in here are Lysianthus, kind of like a persimmon red, different shades of, I want to say like nochi or yearling, that kind of like browny ochre color. And then we have some, believe it or not, we have some bright green in there. Can they see the bright green? And then we also have the different shades of teal and the, what's that called? Peacock blue. And what I don't know if you guys can see is there's kind of like a background image on it of diamonds. You can probably see it here. So that's part of the print. It's not woven into the fabric, but this exists everywhere where there isn't a pattern. Here, let's have on the bottom of that.
It's so fun.
So fun.
And Rebecca says, Priya, I always thank the AI. That's the way when they come for us, I might get some answer.
Spare her. She was always kind. So I've actually created an AI project group now called Priya's Assistant, because as you know, as I have already shared with you, my proofreading eyes have disappeared. And I don't know if it's because I switched to contacts. So rather than wearing glasses, my cousin said, hey, what if you wear contacts where they're kind of like bifocals and use one eye for one thing and one eye for the other thing? And I really like how I don't have to worry about having glasses, but I think that maybe I don't focus as well as I used to. This is really pretty. Love these kind of like dart looking images. What else is cool about this is it has a border. It's not satin, it's actually silver. And it's sewn on. It
drapes it really nicely.
It does drape it nicely. And then this is actually a jacquard print within the fabric. Can they see it? And then it's blacks and different shades of red and burgundy.
Lipstick red.
Yeah, that is lipstick. So
it looks like a really fashionable circus tent. Like I love this kind of look, so I love it, but it's so unique.
think it is a very fun look.
It's very fun. It's very whimsical.
But I think what I would do is like if I were on vacation, I would just wear it as a dress. I think wearing it with the black underneath makes like brings out too many of the colors. Whereas if you were to just wear it like that with a cool red necklace,
or even red shoes, like you
and
have
red
red slip
shoes,
shoes.
like this would be a really fun summer dress. Very, very light.
It's not vicious, Rebecca. I actually love clowns and circus, like in a fashion sense. Like I have an obsession with them. So for me, when I see stuff like this, yes, it's very Queens of Hearts. I agree, Morag. It is very Queen of Hearts.
Okay, this is another one unbelievably soft. So was I saying about my eyes, right? So yesterday I was proofreading something with Mira because she's loving school. And I'm like, yeah, Mira, here, you know what? I'll just read it out loud and we'll be able to catch if there's any mistakes. So I'm reading it out loud. I am literally adding words that aren't there, putting in the thes, putting in the like it's, putting in, and I'm not doing it on purpose. I'm not trying to make a point. My brain is just putting those words in there because my eyes are not seeing words, right? So my brain is just like, there's probably a the there. And so I think that I'm only selectively seeing things now. Yeah, back to ChatGPT. So now I've got this little thing that I call Priya's assistant. And anytime I have to write something, I go to Priya's assistant and say, hey, friend, I need to write a letter to so and so that says this. Please write this for me. And then I tweak it. So hopefully we're going to get better at that. We just got the worst review ever, by the way. Should we tell them about the worst review ever?
And also, you know that baby doll that you showed that had the kind of teal with the red
Yeah.
pattern? Corey was wondering if you could try that on.
Yeah. So so we had this lady. I wasn't here, but Alex was here and Irene and
Rachel, right?
And Rachel came later.
Mm.
So there's an Airbnb above us. And apparently this lady got locked out of her Airbnb. And the doorway is right between our store. I thought I tried that one on. It's different. Oh, this one? No.
No, yes.
Yes, I know which one you're talking about. This one. This one. Right?
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
So so she was banging on the door, so much so that our door was banging because she was like banging the door next door. And Alex, who was in the back of the store, heard it and didn't know what was going on. So I guess somebody, we don't know exactly who, went out and spoke with her and said, hey, you can't be banging on the windows. Like, is there something we can help you with? But like, this is not okay. And I don't know what transpired. But cut to 20 minutes later, don't we have a vicious review saying that the owner of this store is a horrible, inconsiderate person who called her a crack addict? I'm like,
it was like,
I know, it was so bad.
shocking.
And I'm like, that's right, Priya's assistant. Please write me a response to this review, which is totally untrue, in a way that it cannot be later attacked for any reason at all. So Priya's assistant came through. If you want to read one of our Google reviews, that was Priya's assistant who did all the work there. I just okayed it, as a good boss does.
Yeah. Thank you, Priya's assistant.
Thank you, Priya's assistant. I should probably give Priya's assistant a name.
And a pay raise.
Okay, this one, guys. This is one of those. Oh, was Corey okay with that? I was talking while I was. I can put it back on.
I think she's happy. I haven't seen anything just yet. And everyone is saying, what, how, no way you can have a bad review. That is ridiculous. OMG, can you challenge the review?
I don't know. Like I replied to it and I let her know it wasn't us. In fact, what I've told our team is that if there's ever any crazy happening out on the street, just lock the door. And if you feel like somebody's in danger, call the police because there can be some chaos around here. Sometimes it's Hamilton. But yeah, we wouldn't go out and challenge somebody. We might go. I was saying to Alex, I said, we might go offer them a cup of tea. Like that's definitely a thing we would do. Or a bottle of water and be like, you're having a really bad day. We can tell by how you're banging on the door viciously. But here's a glass of water.
Yeah. Or if you go over there, you'll find some support for you.
Yeah. So the review is, so we've had 2 bad Google reviews. And one of them was from when we first opened from this woman named Jay Ray. Okay, guys, I cannot put into words how beautiful this is. First of all, you need to see these circles, which are all embroidered in. To be fair, you can feel it on your skin. It's not itchy, but it's there. And then there's embroidery through here as well. There's sequin work through here. The color in the background here is viscosha. This is a red, but it's a slightly muted red. The rest of it is black. So black, viscosha, gold, muted red. But stunning. Stunning, stunning, stunning.
Needs to follow you.
Follow me. It's following me now. So yeah, this one lady, she gave us a review, and it was when we first opened across the street, and Kim worked here. So Kim has blonde hair and blue eyes, and for those of you who have met her, lovely, lovely lady. But we had just opened, so Kim didn't really know a lot about everything. She was doing her best, right? Talking about the silks, and she was doing her best. You don't, not everybody knows everything all the time. So whoever this woman is, she wrote a review, and this is what the back of it looks like. And it's a crepe silk. The silk itself is really soft. You do need to be aware that you can feel the gold embroidery on this one, and it's so worth it.
It's really beautiful.
It's so worth it. Okay, so this lady comes in and I guess asks Kim some things about the fabrics, and Kim did not have all the answers. This was 6 years ago. So she wrote this scathing review about how our store was like the white person who does yoga and thinks that they know everything about Indian culture when it's really just cultural appropriation from somebody who knows nothing about India. So I'm like, dear friend, let me tell you about
My name is Priya Mohan.
My name is Priya Mohan.
And I am the owner.
I am the owner. And I wrote that in the kindest way possible. And that review never came down.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like you would think that they would be like, oh, right, my mistake. My mistake. Let me take that down. Maybe, and I had even said in the review, if you have further questions, call me at the store. I'll talk to you about it. Like, I don't know what else I can do here.
I don't think we ever got a call back.
We did not get a call back, and we did not lose the review. This one, guys, is again super, super soft. Like, just unbelievably soft. This one does not have any embroidery or embellishment on it. The background color here is a very pale ecru. Like it's not white. It's or very pale gray, maybe. A very, very pale gray. This is black. This is a blood red. I'm actually going to try it with the lipstick so we can see it. And the code on this one is PRC 6012. So, yeah, so that was that. And now we have 2 one-star reviews. But do you know how many amazing reviews we have had from you guys? Each one just, Shefali and I sometimes read them, and I'm like, Shefali, did you read this one? And like, I've got a tear, one tear coming down. I'm like, it's so sweet. And she'd be like, oh my God, like, people love what we're doing. I'm like, they really do.
Well, even that talk that we had at Laurier,
They don't know about the Laurier talk.
Maybe it's time we
Maybe
also
it's time
do
to
the
tell
Laurier
them.
talk.
We were invited to Laurier, guys.
I went back to my stomping grounds. We went to the Starbucks that I used to go to all the time as an undergraduate student, and they actually didn't have coffee at all because a business guy bought all the coffee.
And then we didn't have a lot of time, so we didn't have time to eat. So we just got this, like, what was it, a Chipotle chicken something, or
yeah, like a wrap or something.
Yeah. Okay. So I said, you know what? Let's just get one wrap and we'll share it. So you would think a wrap. Like when you think of a wrap,
and this is Starbucks.
This is Starbucks. I was thinking each piece would be like this big, and then we'd each have half, right? Because it's a wrap. The whole wrap was this big, and then we cut it in half, and we each had a bite. That was it. Literally, that was the wrap. So, anyway, sorry.
It's okay.
Sorry to
you can continue.
Lose my mind over the size of that wrap. So many times have I brought it. Yeah, so many times. It was delicious. That one bite is a bite I'll never forget.
It was literally one bite.
Literally one bite. So this one has, okay, so this is really pretty. This is a Georgette silk. I wonder if it says Georgette. I think it might say crepe. Yes, okay. So here's what this is. This is a crepe silk, but it is a very soft and thin crepe. And the test that I've told Anshul to use is if you can see your hand through it, then even if it is a crepe, we're going to call it a Georgette. But this one, you can't see your hand through it. The colors in it are right here. You can see all these different shades of blue and green. This is definitely a sky blue. There's a teal in there. There's different shades of blue. There's black. And then the rest of it is just fabulous paisley. And then you have the gold zari work here, which is just gold embroidery.
It is following your finger like this.
Should we just make it stop? It's having an attack. Okay, stop.
You can also.
Okay, wait. Okay, look at me. I feel like I should give it a treat now. Good boy. Good boy.
Oh boy.
Give us scritchies. Okay, so beautiful. Love the border on the bottom. Silk is extraordinarily soft. For a crepe silk, it's actually a little more drapey than a crepe silk normally is, like a little more, it's a little more sheer. So it is probably the sheerest crepe. So if one of the things that bothers you about crepe is that it adds it has a bit of its own shape to it. This one does not have a lot of its own shape because it is such a thin, soft, almost sheer crepe. Does that answer? Did I describe that well?
Yes, you did.
Okay, let's get back to Laurier.
And actually, Rebecca was wondering if that works with Evia. And Amy says 2 bite wraps, perfect for when you're in a real hurry.
Yeah, exactly. Right. That's what Starbucks was thinking. These 2 girls are in a real hurry. I would say no. I would say that the blue is a little bit too green to go with the Evia.
It's not an exact match, but I think if you have the Evia, it would be fine. I will say, I do find that the pants, when I see them in person, I always remember thinking that the pants were way brighter as an entire pant than the swatch.
Yeah, the swatch almost looks muted, but the pants were Superman.
Fully. Yeah.
So I'm still working on getting foot-sized square swatches. Oh, and guys, you were asking me about the price increase. So I did get the dreaded email from Bryn Walker. For the April shipment, the tariffs are going to be in place, but Bryn Walker is absorbing 10%. The Toronto, like the Canada supplier branch is absorbing 10%. And we, are absorbing 5%. None of that's going to go to you guys. And then I don't know what, everybody's just hoping the tariffs will be gone.
Even the email said that they don't think the tariffs will last.
Yeah, they think that by the time that shipment comes through that the tariffs will be done. But worst case scenario, we'll just absorb 5% and then hope, I mean, how long can the tariffs last? People are going to go hungry if the tariffs stay.
It depends on lots of factors, but let's not talk about that now.
Well, okay, this one, I can see exactly why we made this one into a baby doll dress. The border at the bottom. This is sun and sand, sea and sand. It's a sky blue, kind of like a grade blue. It's got like a true sand color, like not the clothing sand color, but like a brownie sand.
Everyone is so happy. Rebecca said, that's amazing. Thank you to Bryn Walker, the Canadian distributor, and you.
Yeah.
And Ari Tariffs, thank you, said Jessica. Carol says, oh, Carol loved the pieces we were showing. Yes. Jane says, oh, wow, thanks so much. Thank you. You're welcome, guys. I mean, this is the best we can do
like, honestly,
in this situation.
This is not your problem. Fair. You guys have paid already, and there was no way, no matter what, that I was going to charge you guys a penny more. We would just figure it out. But I am really, because what Bryn Walker said is that they value their Canadian clientele so much that they didn't want to penalize them and that they had no control over this, but they would do what they can. Where they had control, they would exercise it.
Yes.
Which is how I feel too. I have no control over a lot of things, but I was certainly not going to make your guys' lives worse because politics is happening. So this one is extraordinarily soft. I wanted to show it to you because of the diagonal lines. Diagonal lines are always flattering. In the baby doll dress, they're even more flattering because they really do elongate you this way and take away the boxiness. What else is really cool about this one is the embroidery. So you can see that this is all embroidery. I feel like we've seen this piece before, like this fabric. Yeah, because I remember seeing the back of it and noting that it's actually got different colors under here that they just put the flowers over top of. And guys, these are not itchy. Don't know why, but they aren't. That's weird, eh? How these ones aren't, but they're not.
There's a bunch of frat boys screaming outside.
That's nice. Yeah, well, that's why we lock the door. Maybe we could offer them some tea. Chai, maybe?
See, when we talk about disturbances on James Street, that's what we're talking about. And it is looking very beautiful.
Any colors that need explaining? Do they come out true?
They do come out pretty true. I will say it's a bit more muted in person. Maybe that's more true color. Yeah. And the orange is not as intense as it looks on camera.
No, it's kind of like a rust.
Yeah.
I'm glad that you're keeping track of that because, yeah, for some of them, you really do need to dim the lights to get a true look. I love this lighter blue in here, though.
Me too.
Like, if it weren't there, I feel like this piece might be a little drab, like beautiful but not stunning. This makes it stunning. This strip right here. It's really pretty. And this one is a crepe silk sword.
Laurier.
Can you talk about Laurier? Stop getting interrupted, Shefali.
Isn't that your responsibility?
Honestly, I have been interrupting you, and I'm so sorry.
That's
but please tell
gorgeous.
the story. This one is too beautiful.
I think you should start off while I look for the code for this one.
So I can tell you. Hold on. PRG60.
I've already got it before you even picked that.
No,
up.
seriously, 6002.
Yep, I already got it.
You're fast. Okay, so this is beautiful. It's a very sheer. Is it a chiffon?
It feels like a chiffon.
It feels like a chiffon.
But I don't think it is, actually. Is it?
No, just PRG. But it feels like a chiffon. It's really, really light and sheer. And what we love about it is this gold thread over the green. It's there at the top. It's also there at the bottom. It's not itchy. And then look, a little bit of fun sparkle. The colors are... So how true are the colors coming out, Shefali? Because it's quite muted.
And it's pretty true to color, actually.
Stop like this?
Yes. It is coming pretty true to color, actually.
So it's kind of like a watery... that actually looks better, doesn't it? You can see the contrast more. There.
It's, for some reason, the pink looks much redder, but it's not very orange. It is just like a really nice mauvey pink.
Yeah, it's not red. I mean, it's not red and it's not rust.
So speaking of mauve,
talk to me about mauve.
You know that professor that I have that is a misogynist?
Oh, misogynist professor. But you better fill in people who work here.
Guys, I have a professor who teaches my entrepreneurship class that basically is a giant misogynist. He's old. He actually was one of the people who...
You should be careful what you say publicly about people.
Yes, but he is one of the people who started the DeGroote MBA school and the Ron Joyce Center. And, you know, I don't think it's wrong to say that he is a successful man in his own right, but he doesn't know how to teach students.
He has, yes, behaved in a way that's maybe not in keeping with current standards.
Yes.
Okay.
Very.
I just don't want you to get in trouble, friend.
Oh, that's okay. Very diplomatic way of saying it.
Yes,
but
he can be very diplomatic.
You know, he has made a lot of comments to me because I've tried to pitch my business ideas that I've even done within the business, like my jewelry. And he said that it's a hobby business and that it's not a successful entrepreneurial idea.
He said that about Sorry Not Sorry as well.
And he basically said that this is a hobby business and it wouldn't be successful.
If it's a hobby, I am working way too hard on my hobby.
Yeah. Yeah.
I do love it. Is that what makes it a hobby? That I like it?
I think it's because what makes it a hobby is that it's not maybe mass produced or something that he understands. I don't think he understands that clothing can be something we can all appreciate and see the beauty of because he does not really dress the greatest.
Oh God, Shefali, be careful. Be careful.
But outside of this, it's a hobby for me as a customer. Yes, exactly. Is it a hobby for you as a customer? That's the question. I love this one. I had told Priya actually to pull this one.
Shefali told me to take
so unique.
And I'm like, Shefali, look at me exercising restraint. Okay, so this is a self pocket dress. It is a chiffon.
Uh-huh.
It is unbelievable. It is PRCH, so it is a chiffon. These numbers are so small.
It's okay. I can look for it. You're good. You're
6045. Did I beat you?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So, okay, well, we need to talk about Laurier because that was amazing. And
Yes.
that was a professor who is going above and beyond to try to give experiences to their students.
You guys are so funny.
What do they say?
Not a hobby, a passion.
Thank you.
And Judy said, or not something that can be easily replicated on a larger scale, i.e., franchise. Yes, so that's exactly what he means. Oh my gosh, old guys, what the heck do they know what women want? So I'm
in love. So in love. Look at the gold stripes down the side. Here. Pretty gold stripes. Okay, keep talking.
Well, it's a bit of an obsession, but educational and a community of pretty much like-minded people. Exactly. At Judy, a successful business for so many people means, can I roll it out and exploit it more? Yes.
Yes. And honestly, that is not something we're going to do. I don't know how we're going to get around it, but I am not going to go out of this world feeling good about myself for being rich off the backs of other people. That is just never going to happen. So we just need to find a different way to do it.
And, I think that's just a different way of thinking that, people like him who have had a monopoly on business have not done.
No. Well, the goal used to be, get, what is that thing? Buy as many things as you can. There's an expression. Whoever has the most toys when they die wins. PRC 6053. And I just don't think that's where we are I don't think that's where we want to be as a society anymore. I think we want to be more mindful.
Are the soft pocket dresses online for?
Is this one not?
I don't think any of them are. Yeah, I don't see them.
Okay. So they were just never tagged with GTG. So why don't the ones we show, can you tag them? And then we'll tag the rest.
And it's PRC 605.
Yeah. 6053.
Okay.
And you tag it with capital G, capital T, capital G.
Yeah.
And then it'll show up.
Okay.
Is it active?
It should be. Just give me 1 second. There's a lot happening.
Okay. So what we need to change is we need to add GTG and we need to make sure it's active.
Yep.
Everything else should already be taken care of.
Yep.
Okay. So guys, this is one of our favorites. The background color is different shades of grade blue, a little bit of teal through here. The pattern in here is purple, little bit of viscosha colors, and then this fabulous sequin work and bead work through the center here. Can they see it? And is the color coming out true?
Yes. It's coming out very true. It's stunning.
Guys, this one is a showstopper. Like, who wouldn't want this? Sorry, everybody should want this. It's beautiful. It fits to a size 18. The self-pocket dresses have a self-pocket right here. I know some people have done some fun little hacks with them where they take this and this. So they use the inside of the pocket and they tie, I think it's this. They tie this to the inside of the pocket.
Oh, Priya, none of them are on the right sale channels. Like, none of them have sale channels. Like, no sale channels are selected.
Okay, so can you make sure? No, sorry. Can you check and see if they have the tag March 2025? Yep.
Because it already has a GTG tag.
Okay, so does it have the tag March 2025?
Yep.
And there's just no sales channels toggled?
At all.
I did that today. I did it today! It was today! I used bulk edit. So what some people, we'll just for now,
online store.
Online store. And then right after we're done, I'll go through and the ones that are tagged March 30th, I'll make them available on all channels so that as they undraft, they'll show up.
Yes. Ladies, I'm working on getting the self pockets in store. Oh my God, so many comments. Okay, Rebecca says being rich is overrated. Look at the miserable faces on the richest men in the world. They look like they cannot find joy in anything anymore.
No.
I'm making sure that this is getting put online. I'm going for whoever has the most books.
Sorry. There's a fast and easy way to do
Yes.
this. Okay. Go into our website, like our back end.
Yep.
Go to products. No, you won't be able to do it on your phone. It has to be the computer. Do you want my computer?
That's okay.
Okay.
Tabs exist.
Okay. So you're going to go into our back end. You are going.
Back end is loading very slowly.
Okay. Because we're live. Sure, you don't want my computer.
Give me 1 second.
Okay.
Actually, this entire time it's been so fast.
I'll just talk while you're doing this. So what I did, this was a hack developed by one of our customers. She wanted it to be more directly asymmetrical. So what she did is she took this second little point. Tell me when you have it open. So she had this point down here and she wanted it to disappear. So she took the point and she tied it onto the bottom of the pocket. So there's the pocket, just like into the corner. You could probably use a magnet as well. And what that does is it gets rid of the point and creates a couple more drapes and makes it fully asymmetrical. Like that. It's cute, right?
That's adorable.
Yeah.
And okay, what's the way to do this?
Okay. So you're going to search by vendor.
Yep.
Vendors March 2025.
Yep.
Then you're going to search by type, product type.
Okay.
Okay. Then you're going to select self-pop address.
Yep.
Then you're going to go over to the checkmark thing, and go to select all.
Select all.
Does it say that there are more on the next page, or is it?
Says 41 selected.
Okay. Then you're going to go over to the, not bulk edit, but you know how beside that there's kind of like that drop-down menu?
Yep.
And then you're going to go to sales channels, include in sales channels. You're going to select them all except for fair. And then you're going to press OK. And magic will happen.
Fabulous. Ladies, refresh your screens momentarily.
This is the one that we put.
Oh, that we photographed.
Yeah, I love this one. Okay. Any other concern comments?
No, people are loving these pieces, and they were wondering why they couldn't find them online, and now they do.
Yeah.
Jane says he sounds like the orange guy in Washington. But Sienane Mango Mussolini. Oh, he is Mango Mussolini.
That's a funny name. Okay, guys, we are going to try not to be too political.
Yes, we aren't going to be too political.
No, but we feel you, and also we feel like this should be an apolitical space, just because there's so much politics out there and it's hard to escape, but trust that we feel you. Okay, there.
Very cute. I love this hack.
Yeah, it's a cute one, right?
Yeah.
Okay, back to Laurier. Okay, so there was this really great professor at Laurier, Judith Nicholson.
Judith for sure.
Nichols or Nicholson. So what she teaches a class on is called.
Her class is a communications class.
It's a communications class, but what was the name of the thing that she?
Like what we talked about?
Yeah, what was
we talked about mobilities.
Mobilities. I was thinking commodification. It's not. It's mobilities.
Yes.
Yes. So the basic idea was that ideas and culture and clothing and art and music travel from one place to another, and they develop and grow as they're exposed to new cultural identities. And as part of her class, she had found an article that talked about upcycling saris, and the idea that when saris were first, it's a lot of the stuff that we've already shared with you, that in India, there's still a bit of a stigma for people who are wealthy to wear secondhand clothing. Secondhand clothing is usually something you would give to your servants at home, which is one of those things that you'll see in that TV show I keep telling you about, Daba Cartel, because one of the girls is a maid, and you can see that her clothes aren't as put together and matchy-matchy as everyone else's, because she's had to piece together things she was given by her madams, who are like her employers. But not in a brothel sense, in a ma'am sense.
Yeah, like she works for the household.
Yeah. So it talked about that, but then it talked about how Indian saris were either taken by rich Indian women who then turned them into other garments, or by travelers who were backpacking essentially through India and would get clothing made out of saris, and that's how the fabrics would get across the ocean. But anyways, it was just really interesting because it was the whole idea that the fabric, the meaning behind the fabric changes as it moves or has mobility through different places and ideas. So she invited us to talk about it. It was really cool. Shivali and I had a really good time. At one point, we were fighting to answer a question.
Yeah, we were really excited.
We were really into it.
There was this incredible student that
she was unbelievable.
And she asked such intuitive questions. She's from Delhi, I think, herself. So
she was from Delhi, and she said that she had actually volunteered in the slums in Mumbai or in Delhi.
No, Mumbai.
Mumbai. Yeah. And that she had seen the Bartanwalas, which are the people who come around with stainless steel pots and trade pots and pans and things for saris. But I don't think that our saris are traded like that. Like, I think that there are average saris that are traded like that. I'm pretty sure ours are purchased because they have value, and the owners know they have value too. They're not just something they're going to get rid of for a stainless steel spoon. Right?
I agree.
Yeah.
Even because of the kind of companies that we get, like in terms of the brand of fabrics that we get, like the Satchapals, I don't see.
Yeah, no one's given away a Satchapal.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at the colors in this. This is exquisite.
And then what kind of work is that for?
That's a really good question. That is just straight on. There is a name for it. I don't know the name. We need to learn these names, Shafali. So this is what it looks like. On this side, what you see is just some gold thread. On this side, you can see that the gold thread is woven through and has kind of loose ends, and it is not itchy at all. But I don't know what that's called.
I don't either.
We should learn these names. We should. And I was pretty proud of myself for knowing Zardozi. Yeah. Zardozi,
yeah. And Margaret asks, I'm 5'6", 135 pounds, and 34 bust. Would a baby doll be too overwhelming on my frame? I'm asking as I accidentally chose a mini caftan instead of a tunic length, and it's just too much fabric.
Well, can you read me the dimensions again? I'm thinking she's
5'6". She's 135 pounds and 34 bust. She's basically me.
You or Mira.
Yeah.
Right? Mira's Mira's about that height.
Yeah.
Because Mira's not as tall as I am yet. So Mira looks great in them. I don't know that Mira's a 34 bust.
I'm a 34.
So you get to try one on if you want.
I can do this. All right. You got to give me something to put on top of.
Okay, let's give you.
Here, I get to make a guest appearance, guys. And also, Carol said I started watching Daba Cartel.
It's good, right?
Thank you for the recommendation.
Yeah, it's so much fun to watch. Okay, look at this. I just feel.
I love it on you.
Shafali came over yesterday, and she was talking about how she went to a club, and she said, "What was the movement you used? This one?" She's like, yeah, so you know what? Like we went to this club and we were just dancing. And I just started laughing because I thought, depending on how old you are, this movement would look so different.
Yeah.
Like, we went to a club and we were just dancing. We went to a club, we were just dancing.
It was kind of funny.
It was kind of funny. So Shafali went to a club after having dinner with me and Mira and my husband. It was so late.
In support of
homeless people.
Yeah, and food banks in Hamilton.
No, that was good.
So I cannot see what you guys are saying.
I will come around.
But this is the baby doll on me, Margaret. So this is the crepe baby doll that Priya was showing previously.
But she might want to go for not a crepe.
I go for Georgettes.
Yes.
I pulled a Georgette baby doll for myself. I find that Mira also pulls Georgette baby dolls for herself. So, honestly.
Yes. So actually that is called supplementary weft work that is cut after the fabric is finished from a weaving perspective. Thank you, Rebecca.
Oh, Rebecca.
Thank you so much for doing that. And there's a comment here from Jackie. And what she said is exactly why complaints about cultural appropriation are so wrong. Ideas, designs influence each other and everyone gains. I think we've talked a little bit about cultural appropriation here. Yes, ideas do travel and there is mobility, but
you also need to acknowledge where it came from. And that's the problem. Like the example that I use a lot is the one of Elvis Presley and how he appropriated music that had its own cultural significance with a different community and never acknowledged the community. And that is cultural
the community never got the kind of due diligence or even
recognition, financial. And the other thing that comes into cultural appropriation is whatever culture it belongs to should somehow make some money off of it. The money shouldn't come from somebody who deculturalizes something
or is so far removed from that culture.
Yeah.
And I think it's like a fine balance, right? You can be somebody who wants to be involved in a culture, but you also have to respect that.
Sorry, go ahead.
I was just going to say, you have to respect that, it is something that needs to support where it comes from to a certain degree. And that's a problem with fashion.
Yes,
and
it has to acknowledge it and support it. It can't be trying to hide it. There's a quick question on this one that you're wearing. Code.
So this one, I had put the code when
we showed it the first time.
Yeah. So you would see it come up as a comment, like how I share the comments from customers on Facebook and YouTube, and it's PRG 5989.
PRG 5989.
I'm actually wearing it backwards.
Yeah. Carol says, just one episode of Dava Cartel so far. Couldn't remember the names and my searches were kind of funny. Sorry, Gangster Woman. Not gonna lie, Carol, that's what I did too. When I was like, oh, I saw this great show. I have to tell you about it, but I don't remember the name. And Margaret says, thank you so much, Shefali, for stepping in.
No problem. But yeah, I would recommend a sheer cardigan for you, Margaret.
A sheer baby doll.
Sheer baby doll.
Or sheer anything.
Sheer anything, yeah. But I find that the sheer baby doll is something that I feel like I work with. I have a lot of mini caftans, and I'm your exact definition. I have one crepe, and I have two Georgette, and I wear the Georgette ones way, way, way more.
Me too, actually.
Yeah.
The only time I wear the crepe caftans is if it's a really hot day.
And you don't want anything underneath.
Yeah, if you don't want anything underneath, there's nothing.
Yes.
Nothing beats the crepe caftan. Yeah. Yep. Okay. Should we switch?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks, Polly.
No
problem. Hanger?
I use the hanger to hang something else.
Okay.
You want a hanger?
No, I'll put this here. Okay. So let's get back to these self wash. So this one's really cool too, because the fabric has like a jacquard print woven into it. It feels very much like a satin because if you have a look at it, this kind of weave, part of it is satin and the other part of it is crepe. So it is a crepe and satin blend throughout, which is why it is so unbelievably soft. The colors are extraordinarily pale gray with taupey undertones, a golden ochre color, black, that same gray color, and then fun, guys, it's purple. It's a purple.
Does it go with allium?
In the back of it.
It's really nice.
Who knows little dots? They're really pretty.
Mm-hmm.
I like them. Let's see.
I think just because I was thinking more about what you're saying, Jackie, and I think that unfortunately in industries like music and art, a lot of the cultures that people take inspiration from and then profit off of are not supported lucratively.
But it comes down to money.
Yeah.
Who gets the money?
Who gets the money, right?
Yeah.
If you follow the money, not a lot of people from that original culture actually get any compensation or benefit.
Yeah, or even recognition.
Yeah.
Like not even forget the money. It's like they don't exist until somebody who doesn't belong to that culture says, hey, that fun thing that I saw when I was in Africa, I think it's cool. Now it has validity.
Now it has value.
Yeah. So yes, I think one of the problems with people who scream cultural appropriation is they are not recognizing that ideas do travel. And where I land on this is, of course, I love things that are from China. I love cloisonné. That is definitely not something from my culture. And I always say Chinese cloisonné or Japanese cloisonné or Persian rugs or whatever they happen to be, because I respect the artisans and the culture that created that thing that now has become a part of my life.
And I think that to me doesn't feel like cultural appropriation. I don't know. I don't think it is. But it might be maybe because I'm adding value to something because I think it's cool that it belongs to another culture. I don't know.
But I think that also ties into the fact that you've educated yourself on what it is, right?
Yes, and who made it and why.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think that a lot of people do that. Or if they do, they only take parts of the culture that they find digestible for their society. Like people who take, Indian fabrics and say that they have, a very ethnic bohemian feel. Even the idea of bohemia comes from a gentrification of Indian or South Asian culture.
Yeah. Or what's okay? The wrong word. Romani culture.
Yeah.
This is very soft as well, guys. This is another one of those super soft silks. Let me show you the colors. This one's crepe as well, so you wouldn't have to wear anything under it. This would be great for travel. Did they all populate, by the way?
Yes, they did.
Good.
They did. And Amy just said, I just finished reading Yellow Face by R.F. Kuang. It's a thriller dealing with appropriation in publishing. Interesting.
Oh, very interesting. Love the lines on this. Yeah, there's so many great books out there. You know what's on my side table? My bedside table is Crying at H Mart. Crying.
Oh, I feel like I've heard of that book.
Everybody's talking about it, and literally sitting on my bedside table because I'm also reading Braiding Sweetgrass. So I kind of have books all over.
Yeah.
Enjoying that one too. I think it's called Crying at H Mart.
Nice.
Yeah, I think. Okay, have not started yet. Somebody told me it's about a Korean girl.
Yes, I think so.
I think so. Mira may have told me that, but I'm looking forward to reading it. I love that we get the opportunity to learn through these really entertaining books.
Yeah, and I agree, Carol. You just try to do the best you can until you know better and work at having a growth mindset. I agree.
Yeah. Carol, that is so beautifully said.
Oh, love this one.
This one is like butter. Unbelievably soft. Guys, I can't even tell you how soft this is.
It's got an I can't even feel, guys.
Yeah, this is you're just gonna see me doing this for a little while because it's just been a bad day. Yeah, so beautiful. So what's fun here is that it is different shades of blue, and then it's got that fabulous color in there. Could that be Lysianthus? I think so.
I think it is. It is. And Carol said I started reading Braiding Sweetgrass as well.
Oh.
And Amy said Crying at H Mark is a great book about a woman reflecting on her relationship with her mother as a second-generation immigrant. And Curious at Home said both were really good.
Oh yeah.
Well, it reminds me of a short story series or a book I read called How to Pronounce White, that's written by a woman from Laos, or her family's from Laos. So it has a lot of immigrant stories. And a lot of that is her reflecting not only on the stories she heard as a kid, but also how she experienced life growing up as, I don't know if she herself was a refugee, but I think her parents were. And we had an interview with her as well.
Oh,
she had some very interesting stories. Yeah, she was quite an interesting person. She had a lot of humanity for the kind of perspective she was telling. And she not only told stories from the perspective of younger children and adults or young women. She was like, I think in her 30s or 40s when we met her, but she even told a short story from the perspective of a very much older woman, like I think in her 70s, who ends up having an affair with her younger neighbor who is like in his 20s.
Before we continue with that, I'm thinking Torta.
This? Hold on, guys. Okay. We'll do this.
This or that?
Yes. Okay. Or Roma. Yes, Roma. I agree. And that. Or that.
This.
Or that.
That. This. Or that. I can see merit in that.
What do we choose, guys?
This or that? This one's really
I have one this. I have one that. I have two this. I have one that.
This, that.
I have three thises. I have one that. I have four thises. I have five thises.
I think we have a winner.
I have 6
Whoa, we
misses.
definitely have a winner.
Oh, 7 misses. Nice.
At that point, we call it a no-brainer.
Yeah.
If you guys are looking for a thinner crepe, this one is a thinner crepe. It's not sheer. Does it say PRG?
No, it's PRC.
It's PRC, and it is a crepe. Like, it's not see-through, and you can't. Like, I don't know if you guys can see the weave there. It's definitely a crepe weave, but the fabric itself, the denier of the fabric, the threads, are smaller, thinner. So it doesn't have density. I read that somewhere.
He says she's walking on a treadmill while watching the live.
Oh, that's
Good
so
for
great.
you.
Good for you. I tried going on my bike today for 5 minutes. I got to 3. But 3 is better than none.
Seriously?
Yeah. Yeah. And I set a timer because I thought, like,
A timer makes it worse for you.
well, because I actually, darn good thing I did, because at 3 minutes, I'm like, oh, it's got to be 5 minutes by now. I'm like, Alexa, how many minutes left on my timer? And she's like, you have 2 minutes left on your timer. I'm like, impossible. That's okay, because tomorrow I'll try again. It's a process. Don't shake your head at me, miss. I like to jog outside.
I jogged outside today, actually.
I know. Oh, I know. I know.
Well,
Good for you. And I do mean that from the bottom of my heart. That's really good for you. In the kindest way possible.
I like it, especially because it works with the contrasting pattern on the sleeve.
Yeah, and that is the shade of pink that's in there.
Yeah. And Rebecca asks, will you have time to get the vest tonight, or will they be another day?
What time is it?
It's 9:30.
I will, because I'm going to just fly through these now.
We're on that part of the live, guys.
So we are releasing 430 pieces. I would say we have about 60 on the rack.
I love Rebecca's response. Progress is about feeding ego. Process is everything.
Look at that.
Gorgeous.
So this one is sheer.
Don't underestimate the sheer, guys.
Yeah. Sheer is stunning on this.
Just wait until those youngins get older. 3 minutes is awesome and a great start.
Thank you so much, because Shefali made me feel guilty, and rightly so.
She did deserve it, guys.
Okay. So I succumbed to an injury while walking, literally putting one foot in front of another on a flat surface without tripping or falling. I just walked and heard cracks all the way down one side of my body. Yeah, Shefali's shaking her head at me, guys. And I was embarrassed to tell her. And she was like, Priya, if only for the sake of the company, you need to last another 5 years. Actually, like not to make this about me, but I need 5 years.
I was like, Priya, I have to have you for at least 5
Just
years.
5 more years.
And then I don't care what you don't do.
So I figured she was right. There's a whole group of people in India who are counting on me, and a whole group of people here in Canada who are counting on me. And if that means the least I can do is get on my bike and ride for 3 minutes, gosh darn it, I'm going to do it. So I also went to an osteopath today. I've started physiotherapy.
Nice.
I went and got an x-ray. Nothing's cracked.
That's good to know. Rebecca said, I broke my elbow falling on a clean, dry floor once in public.
Yes.
Wow.
Nobody understands what it's like to get older. I think I told you guys this. We went out for dinner with Nisha, my eldest, her husband's parents, Lori, who might even be watching this. She's a great customer of ours, and we love her. So while we were there, all of us, me, my husband, Lori, and her husband, Evan, all we talked about for at least an hour were our various ailments, how we had recovered from heart attacks, bypass surgery, oh, my shoulder. Yes, well, I cracked my whole leg, like the whole thing. And I looked over at Nisha and I thought, oh, I remember being her age and being with my parents and their friends and listening for hours about all the things that were going wrong and thinking, how come they have nothing else to talk about? Is this the only thing that's interesting? And so today I was giving it some thought. And you know what it is? I think, for me at least, when I talk about my ailments, it's because I'm so surprised. I'm like, yesterday I was fully healthy and did nothing to stay that way. Today I'm literally cracking to pieces as I walk on a flat, dry surface without falling or hurting myself. And it's astounding. And I kind of need to share it with you.
Judy says, wait until you pop your head out by turning the wrong way.
Oh my God. Oh, your head?
Your hip.
Your
Sorry.
hip. Oh, I've done it with my head. I've done this where I've had to kind of go until everything clicks back into place.
Yeah, I have seen you do that before.
And you
Yeah.
have, right? I'm getting old. And that's fine. I'm gonna enjoy being old.
But
the transition, who'd have thunk?
and I told Priya, you don't need to exercise, the way I exercise, or even what you used to do. But the least you can do is just some stretches in the morning. Literally, I was explaining it to her in the car because we're driving back from dinner, and I'm talking to her like very calmly, and I'm saying, Priya, even some simple exercise.
Simple exercise would be great. You will be very happy to know
Yes.
that I brought my yoga mat. I dusted it off. But you need to know that I dusted it off. And I brought my yoga mat upstairs.
Okay.
And I put it in the hallway. So when I got up this morning, before I did anything else, I did my, what is it called? Dog, cow?
Oh, you did your
My physio things. I think it's called dog cat.
You could do your
No, it's the one where you put your hands down in one leg. Bird dog.
Bird dog.
How do you know it's bird dog?
Because I've done bird dogs.
Okay, so bird dog. I did bird dog, and then I did toe taps.
Nice.
And I did piriformis stretch, and a fourth one. Oh, lying on your back. Dead bug. Wait, I never get it right. Anyways, I did that for you and for me, but mostly for me. So that I can live a good life.
5 years. 5 years.
5 years, just 5 years. This one is beautiful, guys, which is why
everyone got so excited when you put this on.
Yeah, it's
Jessica
crazy.
said she's putting it on.
It's so beautiful. Like literally cannot even at all.
Jessica said she tore her meniscus stepping off the bus.
No.
And Carol says the weather and ailments, those are the two things.
Yes.
Margot says aging is a shock for sure. I found this community very supportive though. Thank you. And Jane says that's why I don't usually tell anyone I'm a nurse because everyone feels like you should have told us you were a nurse today.
Block your DMs, take that. Oh, that's too funny.
And Heather said, I deadlifted my body weight today, working on my own body. Good for you, Heather. I'm so proud.
So I was listening to Diary of a CEO. It's a podcast, and loving it. By the way, if you've not listened to Diary of a CEO, the guy.
Oh, how about Para with those pants? With that,
I did Para.
Oh.
Yeah. I'll do it again. So I actually liked Para, but loved Zaffarano.
I think Zaffarano just makes it so seamless. So seamless.
Beautiful. So Diary of a CEO. I had avoided this podcast for a long time because I thought, I'm not a CEO. I don't need this. This is probably business information. It's not. It is about life and how to live it well. And the last one that I only heard part of, because I listened to it while I'm cooking, is he was talking about how the best way to have discipline is to do micro kind of like to keep micro promises to yourself. Like don't try to do a huge change.
Just do little things.
Do little things, but then keep building on it. And he said the other thing is to not live in the moment. You need to feel like you're doing nice things for future you. So he talked about things like, if you're putting away your winter coats for the year, stick a 20 in a couple of the pockets. So future you will find them. And you'll be like, oh my God, thank you, me. Thank you, past me, for looking so well.
It's like I always say, like when I find something that I put somewhere because I wanted it to be safe, I always say, oh, past Shafali was smarter than present Shafali. Because she knew present Shafali would freak out if she put it somewhere that she didn't know.
Yeah. But apparently that is, oh my God, this work is beautiful. So that's the trick to having discipline, is to think about future you with the same passion and concern, or possibly more passion and concern than you think about the present day. This is beautiful. What time is it, Shafal?
It is 9:39. You're doing pretty well.
Yeah, I will get through these. And then there's no way I'm not gonna get through the midi caftans.
Or the dusters.
Okay, so inside out. So what's nice about this is this border weighs it down. Not a lot, but enough that it really forces the drape. And then isn't this style where we do this? It's kind of a thing. Tie these two together. Like that.
Morg is asking just to see one midi caftan.
Yeah, for sure. Do you know if it's a specific one?
Yes, it's PRC 6111. It looks almost like a tie-dye. It's like it's like a yellow green with teal. It's PRC
Oh, MIDI cap.
MIDI caption. Yeah. That one,
This
yes.
one. Okay, I will make sure I get to it.
Trisha on Facebook says, love that idea. And so did Jessica. And yes, the border was embroidered for that vest, Carol. And Judy said, aging is not for the faint of heart, but it beats the alternative.
This is so true. And honestly, the wisdom and composure that I have developed as I've gotten older, I would not trade it for anything. I am so rarely kerfuffled now. And things used to really get to me, bother me. And now, like, I see people doing crazy things. And actually, Lorena, I don't know if you're watching this, but Lorena had posted on her stories on Instagram that she's at a point in her life where she only feels one of three things towards you. I hope I'm going to get this right. Either she loves you, or she wishes you well, or she encourages you on your healing journey. Something like that. And honestly, that's kind of where I'm at too. Like, there's so many things that I don't have control over, so many. And there are a few things that I do have control over. And I'm just going to focus a lot on the things that I can control. And I'm going to let the universe take care of the other things, because it's not like I had control anyways. That is an illusion. And it took me a really long time to fully understand that illusion. And there's so much peace with that. You just trust whatever's. This is what I said to my daughter the other day. She was worried about, I think I may have told you that she was looking for a job for when she finishes her current job, because it was a 1-year contract. And she doesn't know what it's going to look like, because, of course, there's not a lot of jobs available right now. There's so much uncertainty. So I said to her, I said, you really don't know whether this is a good thing or a bad thing that you didn't find a job. Because maybe you didn't find a job because there is a different job that's waiting for you. And it takes as much effort to worry that this is a horrible thing as it does to hope that this is leading to a better thing.
Yeah.
So why not just hope it's leading to a better thing? You have no control anyways. All you can control is how you think. So why not just make it a good thing? That wonderful thing happened where I didn't get that job. That was awesome. Setting me up for the next best thing.
Yeah. And I actually have a friend who's going through the same thing, and I always tell him exactly that like, the reason that it's not working out with the job for you is probably because there still is something you have to figure out before you find that next job. And that's kind of a good thing.
It is kind of good. So we have the baby doll dress for this one currently in stock. So if you wanted to have a matched set, and I always say the ones with the borders look the best when you wear the baby doll with the dress. It's hanging on the wall over there. I don't think you'll be able to reach it.
I'd have to go
get all the things. Think it's worth it?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So, because what I think you're going to see is that we have a lot of vests that match baby dolls, either that are currently in stock or that are also about to be released. So while she's doing that, I'll show you another one. So this one goes with this baby doll. Yeah. So this goes with this, if you wanted to pair them. And I'll show you what they look like when you. Okay, so this is a sheer baby doll. You can see it has the same fabric. This one is currently available online. It is a Georgette. And this is how it looks when you pair the two pieces together. And there's different ways of doing it. But this is my favorite way, is you put on the beautiful baby doll, and it's so beautiful. And then you take the vest.
I love that emerald green that's in it.
Yeah. And I love the pattern on it is so, it just reminds me of like vintage wallpaper, like really old Victorian wallpaper.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like in a cool way, not in an old, decrepit kind of a way. Like in the best way possible. Wallpaper in the best way possible.
Decrepit, but make it the best kind of
decrepit. Kind of decrepit. So I like it when you have the two borders kind of on top of each other. So I would probably wear it this way and then do that tie thing on the side, which forces the asymmetry here. so that you get this look. I just think it's quite beautiful. But of course, you can wear it with the shorter side to the front as well. And then it kind of just adds a layer without adding, like it adds dimension without adding additional pattern.
Yeah.
And some of the vests that have borders on both sides, you can wear either way. Like this one that I was showing you. If I were to put this one over the baby doll dress, I'm going to try it on with this one, but you'll know what I mean. Okay, so if I were to put it on this way, wrong colors, everyone, but you can see how this is the shorter side, but because it has a border, you're going to get border, border. And because there's also a border on the other side, if I were to put it on this way, you get that more drapey effect. So if you are getting a vest and a baby doll that match, try to find one that has borders, try to find a vest that has borders on both sides, because it will give you a lot more versatility. Okay.
The Georgette layers make it less sheer too, so
Yeah,
I
that's true
agree.
too. Now, I feel like I've seen this one before too. Where have we seen this before, Shelley? Oh, don't you recognize it?
I recognize both of those fabrics, that one and the one after.
Oh my gosh, yeah. This was a baby doll for sure.
Yeah.
Do we still have it?
No, it's sold. It was stunning.
It was stunning. And then was this this must have been a baby doll too then.
Yeah, I see it on the rack.
Oh, so we have the matching baby doll in stock for this one, if this one is your fave. The colors are teal and red and kind of a little bit of like a taupey brown. What's the time, Charlotte?
It is 9:46.
We got time. We can do this. So again, this piece is an in-stock piece. And it's very sheer. It's not a chiffon, but it's very, very lightweight. Love the lines on it. And then we have the matching. So this is one of those examples I was telling you where there's a border on the top and the bottom. So if I put it on this way over top, I feel like I don't know, it's a lot of fabric. I feel like it's a lot of fabric.
I feel like it's takes away from the piece if it's the long side to the front, unless it's a really unique pattern. Whereas I actually prefer it when it's the vest and the baby doll with the shorter side to the front.
Me too. I feel like it doesn't hide the baby doll so much. It kind of enhances the baby doll.
Yeah, and then actually, Priya, you should do that other tie hack that you have.
Which one is that again?
You just take a big side and then create a tie so it brings it down.
Oh yeah, what is that? Oh yeah, that one. That's the one I thought I was doing.
No, it's just one side that you do.
Right. Okay, I got there. I got there.
So instead of using a magnet, you can also do this as well. And it just drapes it down so beautifully, but you still get that little accent on the side.
Yeah. I wondered how I did that. Yeah, so I think that looks very elegant that way.
Carol also suggested a really great hack on Instagram for all of our friends watching on YouTube and Facebook. She said, if you search by alphabetical order on the website, the matching pieces will show up together.
That is absolutely true. And by the time we do the release, okay, so this is how it works. Right now, all of the pieces that are in the sneak peek are hidden from the rest of the website.
From the rest of the world.
But actually, I think I could probably switch it over. I think I can. But they won't show up anyways. Right now, they're showing up as zero inventory.
Yes.
And because they have zero inventory pieces will not show up elsewhere in the website. They get pulled off. But once the release happens, they will be populated with inventory. And then if you go in and just sort through the entire upcycled silk collection alphabetically, paired pieces will show up. All the little tricks. There should be like a little handbook. Sorry, not sorry handbook.
And don't forget to show the piece.
I will not forget to show. That's why I put it out there.
Morg is waiting for the best for last, honestly.
Oh my gosh. Bending. Oh, bending.
Oh, bending.
Oh, bending.
But you know, I do think that mobility is something that everyone can work on.
Yeah.
Like I even see so many, like just from being in the bachelors that I was in, like I do know that activity does help with, even if it's not very intense, it does help with maintaining muscle mass, right?
In fact, just recently on the Mel Robbins podcast, there was a woman who said that if there is one single thing that a woman should do to help with longevity, is to walk for a total of 3 hours a week.
Wow.
Is what she said. Which I don't think is that hard to do.
No.
It's really not. But I know I'm working on it.
No more. I said
Please.
patiently.
Okay, but you know what the thing is, Morag? I promised the vests, and then the person who was waiting for the vests is going to be I was in line first, which is true. Pretty, beautiful stripes.
And I agree, Lorena. Movement is medicine. Amy said, I got super lazy in COVID, so I'm trying to recover now. You got to use it or you will lose it.
Well, that's what happened to me. I was an advanced Pilates student. Oh. I could do all the things. I cannot do any of the things anymore. Like, I think I spent 10 years becoming an advanced Pilates student and then lost it all. Look at that beautiful border in there.
Wow, it's gorgeous.
It's insane and not itchy because of the way it's put on. And it's only on the one side though, right? So you can decide. I would definitely wear short side to the front.
Yeah. It's so cute with the jumpsuit.
So cute with the jumpsuit. So the jumpsuit is made out of that same fabric as the Landon pants that everyone likes. And we have the jumpsuit in olive. It's called the Joanne jumpsuit. And we have it in olive, black, and navy. And they don't make it in burgundy. Okay, time.
9:51.
Okay. This is another super soft piece. Has so many colors in it and this really fun border.
Emotions need motions. That's another one. Judy said you have that VV in a baby doll now.
Oh, which one? This one? Oh, no,
the best. Yeah.
Yeah, and it is a beautiful baby doll. I don't know how it hasn't sold.
And Amy said half an hour power walks every day when I'm home, and I usually get 20 minutes in when I'm at the office. Nice.
That's really good.
Corey says I have that fabric in the baby doll. Oh, you have that baby doll, Corey. Right.
Oh, the
yellow one. Yeah. Yellow.
So guys, look at this by itself, by the way, is stunning. That is a showstopper. But if you would like a little paired set, we do have a set.
Oh, Michelle. Oh, Amy, isn't that the truth? I was an avid runner. I'm waiting for a hip replacement now, and I dream of moving. I am an avid runner, guys. And I have already heard of all the stories of what's going to happen to my knees. So I do try to maintain my strength. I actually stopped running for a bit because of the snow and the difference that it made in like going back into running again. Like it was very hard.
Well, and that's what that guy said as well, the discipline guy. So this one's really cool because it's got embroidery on one side, but just so you know, that also makes it a little heavier on this side. Does that make a difference? Yeah. So the other thing that discipline guy said was once the hardest part of creating, like of being disciplined is going from the step of wanting to do it to making it a habit.
Yes.
Like if you think about brushing your teeth, nobody would say, oh my God, you're so disciplined. You brush your teeth once a day. You'd be like, yeah, I just do that. That's not even disciplined. And he was saying that that's the point you need to get to when you are trying to become disciplined, where it's just ingrained into a habit. That's part of your routine, which I know like everybody says. The thing that I thought was the most interesting is that you need to focus on your older self. And he was even saying to take like digitally edited pictures of yourself in old age and like put them around your house and put them on your cell phone as your screensaver so that you don't forget everything that you're doing for this person right here.
Yeah.
I love this so much. This one I've seen, was this a baby doll at one point? Somebody must have bought this fabulous piece.
I won't run, but you can believe I will walk, says Michelle.
Yeah,
Jessica says, yes, that vest is gorgeous.
It's gorgeous.
And Jackie, let me know which one you would like the code for. Carol says she loves the blue vest. Corey has the raspberry one. Michelle on YouTube says, Amy, my sister-in-law had both her hips replaced, which really has me motivated to get moving. LOL. I hope she recovers swiftly. Michelle, I mean. We hope you do too.
I think that Amy has the right idea that anytime you want to watch Sorry Not Sorry video, you have to be walking or biking or something. Love it with green.
Or stretching.
Or stretching.
Working on your core. You can work on your core and Sorry Not Sorry.
Shafali, you are one of the most disciplined people I ever met. And that is both wonderful and infuriating.
At the same time.
At the same time. Tears. Because now that means it can be done. It was so much easier to believe it couldn't be done. Okay, this guy here, also exquisite. So this is kind of like a pumpkin color. This one is grays and blacks. This one is also grays and blacks. And then down here we have something that's a little bit more of a brown, really solid neutral.
Oh, you guys are so funny. Rebecca said, I am cooking. Does that count? Maybe I'll do a few reps and dishes.
I do back stretches while I'm reading the recipe because I get good food.
Yeah.
Because then I end up eating more greens than I would normally eat. And as I read the recipe, I grab the counter and I do this and then I do leg lifts.
Oh, yeah. Guys, I just brought us this really great yellow curry.
Oh, tell on me. Tell on me, Shafali. Okay, tell on me. It's fine.
So Priya, when I was at her house yesterday, she gave me these they're Thai curry paste. So there's a yellow curry and a green curry. And I used the yellow curry today to make yellow curry with chicken and broccoli. What was in it? Broccoli, eggplant, bell pepper, tofu. I love the tofu. The tofu is my favorite part. Fried tofu too, and it's actually Mira's favorite part. She devours the tofu. Yeah, Priya gets seconds when I make Thai green curry or Thai yellow curry.
You know what? I probably have not given tofu a fair shake. Okay, you can finish your story. I will start feeling the shame right now. Go ahead.
Yes, they're all so beautiful. And Jackie is wondering if you could give her the code for the red one with the gold border on it. That really beautiful, like the chiffon one almost.
Of the
vests.
Oh, the red one. Yeah, that was red with the gold one.
And so I made the curry. And I know Priya. I know she has not eaten. She has driven here. She's working in the back. And when I come, she's going to be like, why am I so tired? I don't understand. And so, what's the code? PRG 5904. So I'm like, oh, by the way, I come in, I'm like, by the way, I got you some food. I made the curry and I brought noodles.
It had noodles in it. It was so good.
And it was delicious. And I knew that Priya would like it. And then, I'm eating some of mine and she's having hers. And she's like, I'm going to leave the rest. I'm like a little kid. It's like all the veggies.
It's all the veggies and the tofu. So, but I ate all the chicken. Well, Shafali's mother raised her well. She exercises. She does this. She's disciplined.
I was one of my family that got my family to exercise.
Was it?
Yeah. I would start exercising.
Oh, I wanted to show this up close.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
So this is all compass stitching in here. I believe it is all compass stitched.
Warwick, it's a great choice.
It's a great piece. Beautiful. Very, very soft. Different shades of green, kind of like minty greens and pistachio greens. This is kind of going more into a teal. And then it also has this, which it looks like chicken work, but it's not. It's just embroidered with compass stitching around it. Beautiful piece. Is there anything else that anybody had wanted to see in what time is it?
1 minute until 10.
All right.
There's a bunch of comments. Lorena said she's invested in the movement since 1978, small amounts all the time until the end. And I agree, Amy. She is a daily inspiration. Carol also loves tofu.
She is a daily inspiration.
Yeah, she is.
Yes.
And Carol says you have to marinate it to really appreciate it or make it crispy. I agree. And Corey said it's actually more of a pink raspberry herpes. Okay. And tofu, Carol clarified you have to make the tofu marinated or crispy, not the silk. In case you were wondering. And
Yeah, I think you do it like even with paneer. Like, have you ever cooked with paneer?
yeah,
So I mean, it's good, but it really tastes good
when
if you marinate it.
Yeah.
Yeah. This, guys, the work on this is insane. We will say goodbyes as you look at this.
Yes. Amy says, lol, Priya, it's the old school mentality that the meat is the most valuable.
Yeah, it's so true. It's so true. I have so much to learn. I get to keep learning and growing.
Yay!
Yes.
Carol said, was there well, there is silken tofu, but I couldn't wear it. No, if you did, I'd be impressed. And Amy says, most valuable. Ugh, my kingdom for an OG where I can see my comment as I type. Not sure what you meant by
I don't know.
I don't know either.
I don't know. Guys, this one, if you're looking for a crepe midi length caftan, one of those ones that you just wear naked in the summer, this is the one you want because you are going to feel so special in this. The whole thing is embroidered. It's insane, insanely beautiful. The silk is really soft. Look at the colors of the embroidery. We never get that. There's so many different colors too. It's stunning. Now I'm wearing it backwards. But we do have some hacks for these, don't we? I just, of course, can't think of them right now.
And Jane is wondering if we can show the purple one with the one with purple and yellow flowers.
Sure.
Yeah.
Purple and yellow, that must be this one. Is it this one?
Is it this one, Jane?
I have to show you guys these. I'm not going to try them out, so I have to show you. Wow. Oh, Limo.
Oh, yeah, that one's nice.
So have we found the one with the puppet? Oh, this one?
I think so.
This is so beautiful, too. I really wanted to show it to you, and I was just trying to be really good. Okay, so you can see the colors. Guys, is it okay if I go over a smidge? Just a smidgy stitch?
I don't think anyone's saying no.
Okay, then I am going to show you some of these because they are too nice. But I won't go into the dusters. Because when we do, oh, okay, very soft, very, 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 very soft. Sparkles, sequiny sparkles throughout, especially on the flowers, in the centers of the flowers, in the leaves. It's a really soft silk. Beautiful drape on it. Great colors. I love the sparkle. Love the green at the bottom.
That would match Lysianthus, right?
Let's check. Okay. Would definitely look good with green. And okay. I probably would not pair these together, but just for color-wise, yes, it will match Lysianthus and be beautiful with it. Actually, I don't hate this. If I were wearing a different color on the bottom.
Yeah, I think if you wear the green pants on the bottom,
It'd be really pretty. Okay. What else? So this one, so much fun. Okay, this next one, guys, it is too nice. Too nice. It's in the I can't even category. And I love me a good I can't even. Okay. Can they see it?
it is so
It's
beautiful.
so freaking
Oh my god.
gorgeous.
This must have been some sorry.
It's just insane.
Like, okay, the way it looks on camera, it looks like a piece of armor. Like, it looks insane.
Is it looking? Can they see how sparkly it is?
They can see it's literally like shimmering and sparkling like this and like this.
Just imagine the woman who was wearing this and she had this over her shoulder and she probably draped it to the front, just walking around like this. Like, it's no big deal. It's no big deal.
It's no big deal.
Oh, this whole thing?
I just saw this in the back of my closet. Couldn't manage it.
Oh, guys, I feel like $1,000,000 in this. Colors are stunning. The work is unbelievable. And there's no itch. And the fabric is jacquard. Look at that. This one is too nice. It's one of those ones you don't want to take off.
No. Yeah.
We need to do this one in photo shoot, Shivali.
Oh, I know. There's a couple I've already seen that I want to do to shoot.
Oh, we have 1 week.
We do have one. And somebody cannot cancel this time.
No. Okay,
You had reason.
I did.
So
guys,
Totally
we decided on that sale yesterday.
what was the code for that midi caftan, by the way?
PRC 6230. No, 6210. Yeah, so we decided to do the sale yesterday. So that was a whole lot of moving things around. So we just thought, again, it's easier to double up on pieces during a sale. And then we knew that some of you guys were suffering from our problem of the app we were using called Trio Merge. It was mostly doing what it was supposed to do, but it wasn't reliably doing what it was supposed to do.
That's
this one is
Look at that
too.
autumn.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Ooh.
Is it blue or black?
It's blue.
It's blue. So this is navy blue. Yeah, so there were some of you that it just refused to refund your shipping. And we would have to go in and find it. So then it got to the point that we were checking everybody's to make sure that it actually refunded shipping. So I said to Alex, I'm like, this is crazy. By the time we do the next sneak peek, we need to have figured out a way that this is no longer an issue. So we did, we switched. And now what's going to happen is we are going to be doing all the refunds manually because we were checking each one anyway. So it's no additional.
So there's no difference. Yeah.
And it will reliably merge things, which the other one wasn't doing. So that's why, and this is why I'm talking about this, moving forward, if you place multiple orders on the day of a sneak peek, we recommend that you just pay that shipping because it'll let you check out faster. And because there's no real way to bypass it. And then on 3 days within 72 hours of the sneak peek release, Alex is going to go in and refund all the shippings that she needs to refund. For regular day purchases, like any old Tuesday of the month, what we're going to do is when we go to ship your order, we'll pull up all the orders that are from you because they'll already have been merged. And at that point, we will go through all the orders and refund shipping as required. So it's not going to be an immediate refund, but it's going to be a reliable refund. And I think that's worth it. You know you will get the money back.
Mm-hmm.
Colors on this are insane. I love these kind of like it's almost like it's how would you describe that? That peachy color.
It's a darker persimmon color.
Yeah. Yeah, like it's not red.
No, it's like a persimmon. Yeah.
The colors in this are so beautiful.
It's very tonal. There's a hint of there's a very bold navy and it's very deep. And then you have this really beautiful green tone to the rest of the borders with the gold. Like I can't even explain to you how
it is an I can't even.
Yeah, it's honestly so unique. Like that red one is incredible, but this is very unique.
It's so pretty. And the fabric is again
cinnamon. Yeah, it is very cinnamon. It would look good on you, Corey.
It would look good on you, Corey. Okay, so this one is definitely Lysianthus as well. It's got some flowers on it. You can see there's like blues and pinks and pale blues.
Oh, Spider DFJS says hello.
Oh, that's Damien. He's a student of mine. Hi, Damien. Hope you're doing well. This would be stunning with Lysianthus. Okay, this one here. How is it that I can talk about silks all night long? Like there is apparently no cutoff for
I think we can talk about silks like Guinness World Record to style, probably 20 hours straight.
Because they're so nice and it's exciting to see them. And even we are not immune to their charms, despite seeing so many of them. Look at that color in there. So that's like a yellow. That is definitely a yellow, right?
It's a yellow.
Yeah.
It's an ochre.
Yeah. Not a green.
No.
And then we have gray, we have navy.
Camera, it's just a bit brighter on camera.
Is it?
But that's okay because you really get to see the colors.
Look at the sparkle on that. So again, I pictured this on a cruise or a dinner.
Totally. How did you guys like my little post about Margot's cruise outfits? Those photos were fabulous.
And she's got big plans for other people too.
Oh yeah, I do. I was like shocked, but I was the one doing the
You
work.
may need to you may be getting a message soon from Shefali saying, "Hey, we've noticed that you look amazing." And you have shared pictures, so we know for sure. Okay, so I'm going to tell you this one. Fabric, stunning. Colors, amazing. Silk, soft. Bottom, unbelievable. A little itchy.
Mm,
Not in like a itchy way, but like you can feel the
it.
thread.
Yeah.
But that's because it's all embroidered. Like literally, all of these paisley things are embroidered. There's nothing that's not embroidered, and then it's on a jacquard. It's a really expensive fabric. I think what you're feeling is not necessarily like you can feel a little bit of this thread, but what you're feeling is the texture of this thread.
Mhm.
It's not so much this. It just has texture. But colors are crazy. Yeah, I kind of like this one if it's worn like almost off the shoulder.
Yeah,
That would be a neat look, wouldn't it?
would be. Carol said she has great taste, loves seeing her silks. I agree. Corey said, worth the itch.
It is worth the itch. It is so worth the itch. A billion Indian women can attest to the fact
Worth the
it
itch.
is worth the itch.
Rebecca says, is that embroidery all hand done? What a job. Very meditative. I think that one, no. That's
No,
machine
this
done.
one is machine done
Yeah.
for sure.
You can tell when it's hand done because the other side would not look very clean. And not to say it's not done with talent and artisanship. There is a way that they basically adhere the thread to the sari so that, like this kantha stitching, for example.
This is all hand done.
Yeah.
And the way that you can tell that this is hand done is if you look at it, especially from the underside, you can see the knots and you'll notice that the stitches are all irregular lengths.
So if you guys look at stuff like this is a tie off. So this will tell you that this is where they tied off the ends to make sure that even when the fabric is moved and stretched, there is still room for it to play around with.
Yeah. And then this here, this part of the design here, this white part, pretty sure that that is machine stitched. It sure looks machine stitched. Mm-hmm. So the kantha stitching is by hand. This embroidery stitching is by machine, but like not a big industrial machine, person on a machine that does embroidery. Yeah. Okay, this one, if you're looking for something a little more understated, we have diagonal lines on pumpkin color with fuchsia and Morvedra. The one that got away. Just a few more. Okay, this one is so much fun. So
love
much
it.
Fun. Yeah, I love this too. And I do tend to wear my sheer ones more. In fact, when I don't know what to wear,
that's what you throw on.
I do. I just throw one of these on, and they work really well in the winter as well with long sleeves underneath. Mm-hmm. But that's so cute. It's, you know what, it's like Lorena was saying, it makes you lift your glasses.
Yeah.
Right? Cute. Such a beautiful pattern. Did you see that thing I sent you from Hermes and how I sent it to you on Instagram about how Hermes in the early 1900s decided that they wanted to use Indian patterns?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And that's kind of, is that cultural appropriation? I don't think so.
What was their reasoning again?
They just thought it was beautiful. But it was all referred to as Indian. But it was not made by Indians.
Well, I do think that in its own way was more relevant to the time that they were in, right? That was also around the time that paisley scarves became very popular. And they were not made in India to take away from Indian craftsmanship and also imports. In order to have British or European imports, they, made all those kind of pashminas in Paisley, Scotland, right?
Oh, and right.
That's why they're called paisleys. So, historically, I will say there is a level of appropriation, but that's more to do with, why it wasn't done with the artisans.
Yeah.
And it's hard, right? When you're not part of that community and you're not also mindful of that community and you see more of the value of the export coming out of that community, then that's what you value.
That's so funny that you're saying that, because I just read an interesting clip, or both saw and read an interesting clip about how colonialism in India hurt Indian artisans, because threads like fibers were shipped out of India to Britain to be turned into fabric on, well, this is what the movie Gandhi's about, right? On British mills, and that they would say, oh, the fabric that we make is so consistent. It's like you won't see any irregularities, and you won't see this, and you won't see that.
It's like white bread.
It is like white bread, but you lose that artisanship, which is the flaws, which shows that a human hand touched it. So I guess it depends what you value, right?
Well, it's like in Bangladesh, the Bengali muslin that was revered.
Yes.
That doesn't exist anymore.
No. Wasn't there a story about somebody who they thought she was naked?
Oh, yeah.
Because she was wearing a muslin that was so see-through that they just assumed she was naked. Reminds me of a certain wife of a certain celebrity.
No, it was an empress. Like it was.
Yeah, it was an empress, but that whole fabric that makes you naked.
Oh, yeah.
Who was that again? Kanye West's new girlfriend. Bianca. So, guys, this fabric is so stunning. It is also a day at the beach. It's got different shades of kind of like a watery blue. And then we have this yellow here just for a bit of contrast. The yellow is kind of ochre, maybe a little bit chartreusey. But yeah, then we have these zigzags. We have this beautiful design down the side. It's sheer. I feel like it wants to go to the beach with you.
Rebecca says, my puppy got her paw stuck in my lower pocket of my Morbedra Caspa pants and ripped the pocket halfway off. Thankfully, it can be sewn back.
Yes, I ripped a pocket off of one of mine, and the fabric was such high quality that the stitching ripped, but the fabric did rip.
Yeah.
So I sewed it back up. Yeah, Morbedra was a great sewing. It's going to be nice having bigger swatches. This is the last one, guys. This is the last midi length caftan, also extremely soft. This doesn't mean it's the last one ever, because there still are more we haven't gone through. It's the last one from pieces that have been shared. I would pair this with the red.
Totally. It's a bit too tonally off, though.
No, maybe burgundy. I didn't grab a burgundy.
I would pair it with the yearling.
Really? Yeah.
Because even though it's yellow, it doesn't look yellow.
No, it doesn't look yellow. Very, very warm. Very fall.
Yearling is very warm and very fall.
Mm-hmm. Okay, guys, that's it. We have had some fabric fun tonight, and I really did enjoy myself. I hope you guys also enjoyed yourself. We will be doing this again on Tuesday with more pieces that we're going to be releasing on not this Sunday, but next Sunday. Just join along for the fun of looking at beautiful fabrics. And if there's something you like, maybe wish list it. And maybe it was destined to be yours, or maybe somebody else gets to enjoy it and you get to keep your eye out for something else. Maybe it's the universe telling you that that's not your shade of blue. Who knows? Who knows? You don't know. We don't know.
Let the universe speak to you.
Yes, let the universe speak to you through the checkout button. Yeah. Messages come in so many ways.
No, totally.
Okay, guys. Again, thank you so much for joining. We really love spending our Friday nights with you.
It's a pleasure, guys.
It really is. It doesn't matter how tired we are.
We get right into it.
Yeah, or how sad we are, or the crazy stories we've told just before we hit record.
The stories we can't tell you guys.
There aren't many, but they're good ones.
No.
Yeah. Okay. Bye, everyone. Have a great weekend. Bye.